my friends that love nail art. I am doing one more Valentine's Day. I wasn't going to, but then I ordered the Madame Glam Amore Tints collection and I couldn't help myself. So here we go. You get one more bonus because I'm doing one more. So this is the set, the collection as it is, and I'm adding a little bit of the 5th or 6th color to the tips of a couple of nails. I love this set. I don't think, I've seen some videos on YouTube of it, and I don't think any of us have been able to do this color palette justice. And I know people have tried, and I also tried, but it's not, the camera just does not show you how absolutely beautiful this is. But it's a great set. So if you like pinks, or if you're looking for some Valentine's Day, I do highly recommend it. No, Madame Glam does not pay me a cent to say that or do any videos with their polish, but I just happen to really enjoy their stuff. I am also using the Madame Glam White Cat Eye polish, gel polish, and we're doing that to add a little cat eye effect. And then we're going to do some art on top of these. I also just got this, which is their chrome paint, it's called. It is silver. I'm going to show you the names of the colors. But that chrome paint that I just showed you is amazing. I was blown away. So I picked it up. I actually hope they make some more chrome colors out of those paints, because I picked it up and I was like, well, let's just try it for the sake of it, right? It's kind of fun. This stuff is literally mirror finish. It's amazing. And we're going to do some great roses with it in a minute. But anyway, okay, so I cut a couple pieces of foil because I want to use foil as a background for a few things. And I'm just using the inhibition layer, meaning that slightly tacky layer when you cure gel polish. So I cured this, and then I didn't put foil gel or anything on this. I'm just using the inhibition layer because I don't want necessarily a full coverage foil. I just want to add little bits and pieces to some of the paint. So that is what I'm doing. We're going to do this cool tortoise shell thing on this one. You're going to love it. All of these looks are super simple, super easy. You can do them at home. You can do them in the salon. If you are doing them on a client, I did this whole set of 5 in about 10 minutes. So just to give you a sense of what, how long it's going to take. It's really, really easy looks. Even if you're not a huge nail art person, these are doable. Okay, so I just coated that nail in a thin, and I do mean thin, coat of blooming gel. Don't get thick with it because it'll get all crazy on you, and then it doesn't cure right, and it's not fun. That's my tip. And now I'm using this chrome paint, and you can't quite see it yet, but wait for it. You will see the mirror finish coming up in just a second. It depends on where my lighting was and like how it hit that silver. But yeah, like right there. Look at that. Oh, it's amazing. Like I could see myself in it as I was drawing. It was so cool. Anyway, so I plan on having more fun with this in a little bit. And I wasn't sure too when I did this. I was like, oh, I don't even know if this chrome paint is going to bloom. I'm just going to wing it. And I did. And fortunately for me, it did bloom, and it bloomed beautifully. And it didn't lose its chrominess, which was another thing I was worried about. When I first saw how mirrored this was, when I put it on the nail, I was like, oh no, is it going to, as it blooms, lose that quality? But it actually did not. So what am I doing? I'm doing one of those, basic little roses that you see on everybody's YouTube channel everywhere. And then I'm just filling in the corners with some design, some little triangles and putting some dots and things like that. And then I'm going to let it bloom for a few seconds and put it in the light, which is what I'm doing now. While that is curing, I'm going to work on this second nail. In the second nail, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put blooming gel across the whole nail. Remember, this is the one that I put some foil on a minute ago. So right down the center of the nail, kind of at an angle, I have some blooming foil, not blooming gel. With this look, the only thing I'm going to tell you is you have to work fast. So it looks like my hands are moving really fast. I didn't speed this video up very much. I sped it up like maybe like 20%. So it's not like this is this is really, I'm moving this fast. Why? Because if you're going to take the time to draw all the hearts on the blooming gel, you have to keep in mind that the bloom is going to happen while you're continuing to draw. So you have to kind of have your plan in place. That's my recommendation. Have your plan laid out for where you want to put these and what you want to do, and then go as quickly as you can. I almost overbloomed this. And like I said, I was moving pretty fast. So just keep that in mind. I think if I had frozen it right now, it would have been perfect. But I did go a few extra minutes because just, pushing the clock. I was pushing the clock. And then I'm just going back in because I lost some of my tails because it did almost overbloom a little bit. I put a couple dots in the corners, and I'm going to touch up a couple more spots, and we're going to stick it into the light. You can go over it like I did, but it does get a little like fuzzy towards the outer edge and a little messy. So I wouldn't recommend that. I would freeze it sooner rather than later if you can help it. In the end, though, I was happy with this nail. It's a nice little quick abstract design. Okay, this is the tortoiseshell one. So this one is a look you can do in 1,000 different colors, including tortoise. But we're going to do it in Valentine's Day. So we have that pinky champagne color. That's a wicked sparkly one. Then a little bit of red foil on top. And now I'm putting the blooming gel on, and then I'm going in with some more, this is Loyalty, another Madame Glam color. It's just white dots, and I'm putting the dots, as you can see, kind of almost like in rows, not even rows. You don't want them to be exactly symmetrical. And then I'm going to go in between and just hit it with some more dots, smaller ones. And then I'll go along that outer edge, and you can see it start to bloom. This one I'm going to let bloom in real time because I want you to see, like this is how long I was working. This is what it does. So we're going to just watch it bloom for a minute. With this tortoiseshell one, I wouldn't do more than 1 or 2 nails at a time because you want to be able to freeze it when you're ready. You don't want to be working on a nail and then have to freeze it before you want to, if that makes sense. So you might want to do like 1 or 2 nails on one hand and then switch to the other hand and do 2 nails while that one's curing and then go back and forth. That's my suggestion for how to do that well and not kill your time. So that one is all bloomed, and we're going to put it in the light, and I just took the other one out. On this one, we're going to put a little bit of foil, just scattered. I don't want to cover all of this lovely paint because it's really pretty. It's a cream, and I am not a cream person, but ooh, it's a pretty cream. It's a really pretty cream. And so I'm going to put a little bit of foil. The reason I'm going to do that is because we're going to make another rose, but this one's going to be in white. And I want that darker foil tone to give the roses some depth and dimension. So that is what I'm going to do. So again, showing you how to do these. If you've tuned into my channel before, you know that I struggled with these roses for a while. And they used to kind of tick me off. And I have been practicing, and I finally caught, I don't know, I just figured it out. It finally made sense. And so now I'm a little addicted to doing them. That, and I love roses. I love the look of roses. I love what you can do with roses. I want to do some gel art with roses, but I haven't done that yet. Might be a spring look. So I'm just, making some thicker and some thinner lines, a little bit wavy lines, and I'm letting it bloom out as I'm working. This one I didn't have to work quite as fast because you don't mind. It can sort of overbloom. The roses actually look prettier when they're a little almost overbloomed, if that makes sense, because it gets softer. And then you can go back and, darken up some lines after you freeze it if you wanted to add a little more dimension. But I just wanted this one to be kind of abstract and soft. This whole concept was to have some easy, quick nail art that is a little abstract, not super in your face, but has kind of a Valentine's Day feel. I have clients that, they want to wear stuff beyond the day of, or their nail appointment is until the following week. So sometimes having a not quite so in your face design is lovely. Okay, this last nail, I have put blooming gel on, and then I'm going to use that, crazy scooping technique that we all seem to use on YouTube. Though I think other people's come out much better than mine. And I will show you a couple of little tricks on how to fix yours if yours doesn't come out the way you want, which is frequently what happens to me. I don't know why I keep doing this, because I have other ways of manifesting the same look that I like better, but for some reason I just keep trying to scoop. So what I did was I had a bunch of different colors. I stuck this in the light. I'm going to put another, oh, actually, no, I didn't stick it in the light. I'm sorry. I just let it bloom for a minute. So this is still wet. I tend to like to use my marbleizing tool to actually get the look that I want, is what I was going to say. Sorry, I'm sick. But trying to get this out to you guys because, you know, Valentine's Day is coming. So this nail in the end reminded me of those really yummy Valentine's Day candies that used to come out. I think it was Lifesavers that used to make them. And if any of you have had the Lifesavers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They were these beautiful, creamy, swirly, with pinks and reds and whites. And that's kind of what I was trying to create here. So I think it did come out well. And then this is me putting top coat on everything. I did leave these shiny for obvious reasons. I mean, who doesn't want shiny for that? And I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, super quick, easy looks that anybody can do. Have a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Finished.